Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. Got a standard ammunition test in store for you today, but first let me know in the comments below what's in your cooler today. Got a pretty new offering today. This is from Belom or Belom, or again, someone correct me in the comments below on my poor pronunciation skills. This is made in Serbia. This is Privy Partisan's military law enforcement line of ammunition. This is 124 grain 9mm. Got a nice little cool plastic sealed container that's kind of hard to open. We'll throw him on the table, we'll check out our macros, and we'll talk about what we're going to do today. We've done a pretty good job of establishing our 9mm barrel lengths for testing. We have a 3, a 4, a 4.95, a 7.72 inch, and we currently still have a 16 inch. We have our Pro Chrono Digital that we placed at about 12 feet. It's 50 to 55 degrees, a little bit windy outside today and cloudy. So we check for velocity and function in all of our firearms. We do an accuracy portion at about 25 yards, and then we just do a quick close-up thoughts and prayers and send you on your way. Without further ado, we'll get into this test. Up first is our shortest barrel length. We have swapped out our Sig Sauer P938 for our Springfield Hellcat. This has a 3-inch barrel. If you notice, we're rocking the new Apex flat face trigger in here. I just installed it last night. See how it does. The review for this gun probably should drop at some point on AR15.com's YouTube channel. There we go. Pretty good velocity for a 124 grain. And now our 4-inch barrel. This is our Glock 19. It's a Gen 4 with the MOS slide cut. We have a Holosun 407C up top. Very nice little package. Just to remind YouTube, since some of my latest demonetization reasonings have been becoming from unsafe or misuse of a firearm, this is a private gun range. I have a 35-yard mound of dirt down here at 25 yards that I'm firing into, so YouTube. Not bad, still subsonic. Probably not going to see supersonic until maybe the 7-inch barrel. And now our 4.95-inch barrel. This is our Smith & Wesson M&P Core. It started its life as a 40 Smith & Wesson, and it has a 9mm barrel in it. We also have the Apex flat face trigger in here. It's probably my favorite trigger shoe so far of any of my guns. Still subsonic. For a 124 grain, that's pretty light loading. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be borderline supersonic out of the Evo. We'll gear that up and see what we get. Now we've got our 7.72-inch CZ Scorpion Evo 3 S1 Sbr. A lot of acronyms there. We've got the HBI aluminum handguard, A3 tactical grenade grip. We've got the HBI duckbill mag release, the Yeti Works pistol grip. I've got all kinds of accessories on here. I think we have the shooting sight 2-stage trigger in here still. Got a Vortex crossfire up top. I think the only thing I don't like about the Vortex crossfire is at number 10, even with a fresh battery, the red dot is very dim on this model. I probably should ask them if it's supposed to be like that. If not, send it in. Hey, supersonic. Not bad. And now for our 16-inch, this is a friend of mine's gun. It's your AR-9. It takes Glock magazines. We've got my primary arms 1-6 up there with the Burst QD. Really good for me to just throw on different guns when I need to test stuff. This is a pretty neat little setup. We've got Radion ambi charging handles on here. Very nice. Seems to feed pretty good too. Not bad. Definitely not a NATO loading in the 124 grain, but sometimes a lot of people don't need that extra oomph. So if you were firing this out of the 5-inch or shorter barrel suppressed, you would stay subsonic and it'd be pretty quiet. At least at my elevation, that supersonic subsonic threshold depends on elevation, barometric pressure, and relative humidity. But at my elevation, this would be subsonic and it'd be nice and quiet through a can. Here is our Belom at 25 yards. We got a little bit of wind today, but 25 yards should be kind of a minimal impact. Using the 16-inch with the 1-6 power primary arms, the KISS reticle. 0.43, 0.43, 0.51. Very good accuracy out of that load. Could be why it's a little bit on the slower side. Well, folks, our Belom 9mm didn't do too bad. This seems to be geared towards long-term storage with our sealed primer and our fancy little plastic case that locks closed. Definitely will keep the elements out of this a lot longer than your standard cardboard box with the plastic tray. We had good accuracy at 25 yards. I feel that is a good compromise for a pistol caliber to check accuracy wise. You know, your mileage may vary. You may be shooting this out of a handgun. I certainly can't keep those tight groups at 25 yards with a handgun. Velocity wise, this was a little slower. If you're looking for a subsonic 124 grain in sub 5-inch barrels, this will do it for you. This is not marked 9mm NATO, so we're not seeing that extra pressure out of there. Currently, Global Ordnance is the only importer for this ammunition. It's been coming in and out of stock depending on when I post this. Right now it is 2020, so the whole COVID-19 pandemic thing has made ammunition supply very strained. This will run you around $20 for a box of 50, but they do flat rate shipping, so if you are looking for it and they have some, it's hard to beat. As I close, I'm getting hungry. I have some of that salmon to prepare that AR15.com pays me in. I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters who help make this possible, as well as you all for watching. Until next time, catch you at the range. And now our 4.95-inch barrel. This is our spring